Why Linda could be the murderer. Linda Carter has had some massive Christmases over the years, but could this one be set to get even bigger as she turns into a killer for the first time? Now, we know she has to be involved in some kind of altercation because she ends up with a split lip, though exactly how that comes about and how we get to that point, we don't know yet. Now, when EastEnders released some individual trailers for each of the 6, it was interesting that in Linda's, she was seen cleaning up blood, but she was actually doing that upstairs in the Queen Vic living room, as opposed to where the murder takes place in the flash forward scene downstairs. Now, could this mean that there's potentially 2 bodies, with Linda being responsible for one of their deaths? We've recently seen that Linda has fallen off the wagon, and the last time she was in the grips of alcoholism, she actually ended up shooting Keanu. Now, even though that wasn't to actually kill him, it was to save him and Martin from the Mitchells, it does prove that she has got it in her to inflict that amount of harm on somebody, especially when she's under the influence of alcohol. Now, the number one person that I think she would kill is obviously Dean, after everything that he's put her through. Now, even though Kathy said that Linda would have a wall of friends around her to protect her from him.
And if that Dean does dare to show his face around here, you have got a wall of friends around you and make sure that he doesn't get anywhere near you.
What's interesting about the flash forward scene is that the song Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves is actually playing in the background. Now, could it be symbolising that Linda lashes out of her own accord to protect herself from Dean? We have seen recently that she has issued a death threat against him, threatening to kill him if he came near her family again. So there's every possibility that she could go through on her word. The second person that I think she could possibly kill is actually Keanu. Now, Sharon and Linda are best friends, and we know that Sharon and Keanu are both hiding huge secrets from each other that could potentially come out and cause a huge clash between them. So could Linda end up stepping in? Now, the reason I think Linda would step in as opposed to the other 5 is because of what I mentioned earlier about her shooting Keanu. Now, we've all watched the flash forward enough times to know that East 17's Stay Another Day is playing in the background, and you can hear the fire crackling over the top of it. Now, just before we found out that it was Linda who had shot Keanu, we were led to believe that Martin had actually killed him. And at the end of that Christmas Day episode, we saw him stood over a fire with East 17's Stay Another Day playing in the background. If, like me, you have played the Flash Forward and Christmas 2019 back to back, you will hear that they are very, very similar. So could that be pointing towards the fact that this storyline will have a similar but more fatal outcome, which sees Linda end up actually killing Keanu? I don't know, let us know your thoughts. Do you have any more theories?